Number 89.
Fear His Awesomeness. From 2012, this is MLB legend Miguel Cabrera. This is his first Sports Illustrated cover out of 3 total appearances. This is also a 1 of 2 regional variant, with the other cover that week featuring Dwight Howard and Steve Nash with the Los Angeles Lakers. Miguel Cabrera was a 12-time All-Star. He won 2 MVP awards, 4 batting titles. He won a Triple Crown, and he's one of only a few players in MLB history with 3,000 hits and 500 career home runs. This issue has been graded 6 times in newsstand, and there are currently 2 9.8s.
Number 88.
One of the most iconic cover photos in Sports Illustrated history, this Michael Jordan cover from 1987 was taken by legendary photographer Walter Hughes. This photo shoot took place in Lisle, Illinois in 1987, where Michael had been teaching a youth camp earlier that day. Walter had no idea which kit Michael would show up wearing that day, so he painted one entire half of a giant parking lot red and the other half blue. If Michael had worn his white uniform, they would use the red court as the background. But as you can see, Michael showed up wearing his red uniform, and they chose the blue side of the parking lot. Walter had rented a cherry picker that day so that he could take a photo from above. Michael Jordan is the all-time leader in Sports Illustrated cover appearances with 50. He is largely considered as the greatest basketball player of all time. This issue has been graded 25 times in newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.6.
Number 87.
From 2002, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk appeared on a total of 4 covers. He was a 14-time All-Star. He won the MVP award in the 06-07 season. He was an NBA champion in 2011, as well as the Finals MVP that season when they took out LeBron James and the Miami Heat, and he's on the NBA All-75 list. He's also 6th in career points scored and 4th in career games played. This issue has been graded 8 times in newsstand, and there are 3 9.8s.
Number 86.
From 1996, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for NFL legend Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning appeared on 19 total Sports Illustrated covers. This cover actually features Peyton in his college jersey with the University of Tennessee, and on the bottom half it features his dad, and that's a snippet of a Sports Illustrated cover from 1970 when Archie Manning was quarterbacking Ole Miss. Peyton Manning is a Hall of Famer, 14-time Pro Bowler. He won 5 MVP awards, which is the most in NFL history. He was a 2-time Super Bowl champ. He won a Super Bowl MVP. He's 3rd all-time in career passing yards and touchdowns. He's 2nd all-time in game-winning drives, and he's 1st all-time in comeback wins. This issue has been graded 28 times in newsstand, and there's currently 1 9.8.
Number 85.
From 1970, Hank Aaron joins the 3,000 Hit Club. This is the 2nd Sports Illustrated cover for Hank Aaron. It's also the first cover for Eddie Collins, Tris Speaker, Paul Wainer, Honus Wagner, Nap Lajoie, Cap Anson, and Ty Cobb. All those MLB legends were the only ones that were in the exclusive 3,000 Hit Club up to that point. Hank Aaron appeared on 6 total Sports Illustrated covers. He's a Hall of Famer, MVP, 21-year All-Star. He won 3 Gold Gloves, 2 batting titles. He won a World Series. He's 3rd all-time in career hits, 2nd all-time in career home runs. He's the all-time leader in RBIs and total bases, and he's number 3 on ESPN's all-time list, only behind Willie Mays and Babe Ruth. This issue has been graded 5 times in newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.0.
Number 84.
Rockin' the Fro from 1976. This is the 2nd Sports Illustrated cover for Julius Irving. Dr. J slices him up. Dr. J appeared on a total of 8 Sports Illustrated covers. He's a Hall of Famer, 16-time All-Star. He was a 3-time ABA MVP as well as 1-time NBA MVP. He was a 2-time ABA champ and a 1-time NBA champ. He comes in at number 15 on ESPN's all-time greatest list. Julius Irving is the only player to win an MVP in both the ABA and the NBA. He's one of the greatest dunkers of all time, and he was named in 1994 by Sports Illustrated as one of the most important athletes of all time. This issue has been graded 8 times total in newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.2.
Number 83.
From 1974, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Babe Ruth. Sports Illustrated came out in 1954, about 20 years after Babe Ruth's playing career had ended. So though this is way after Babe Ruth was an actual player, it's still the Babe, which makes this very collectible with his being his first appearance on the cover. Babe Ruth appeared on 7 total covers, which once again is very impressive considering that his career ended 2 decades before the first SI issue was ever released. He's a Hall of Famer. He won 1 MVP because at that time you could only win 1 MVP, He's a 7-time World Series champ. He hit 714 career home runs. He won 12 home run titles. He won a pitching ERA title. He's the all-time leader in slugging percentage, OPS, and WAR, and he comes in at number 1 on ESPN's all-time greatest players list. This issue has been graded 5 times in Newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.6.
Number 82.
From 1966, this is the first cover for Hall of Famer Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor, Lakers star, appeared on 2 total covers. He's in the Hall of Fame. He was an 11-time All-Star. Over 14 NBA seasons, he averaged 27.4 points per game. He also holds the NBA Finals record for most points in a game when he scored 61 points in an NBA Finals game in 1962. This issue has been graded 7 times in Newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.0.
Number 81.
Largely considered to be the greatest of all time in her sport, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Serena Williams from 1999. She appeared on a total of 7 Sports Illustrated covers. Serena Williams was number 1 in women's tennis for 319 weeks. She won 23 major championships, which is second all-time behind only Margaret Court. She won a gold medal, and she had a career record of 858 wins versus only 156 losses. This issue has been graded 34 times in Newsstand, and there are currently 14 9.8s.
Number 80.
From 1983, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Dan the Man, Dan Marino. Dan Marino appeared on 9 total Sports Illustrated covers. He's a Hall of Famer, 9-time Pro Bowler. He won the 1984 MVP, and he retired as the all-time leader in passing yards and touchdowns. This issue in Newsstand has been graded 21 times, and the current leader is a 9.6.